to many. Among the Muslims, I'm somebody who's grown up in society that claims to be Muslim. Most of my life has been spent there. There is a tendency for some people to say, we'll become pious and godly when we become old. We'll start going to the mosque. Maybe people here, they might say, while we are young, it's party time. Let's enjoy life. When you have gray hair, then perhaps it's the time to go to the church. Then maybe it's time to open up the book. Right now, let's party. At the last moment of our time, we'll become good. We'll maybe give a few quid here and there in charity, and that's it. God Almighty will accept us. There is a tendency to think that way, that we can become submitters, we can be Muslim at the last moment of our life, and perhaps God will accept that. Does the Quran acknowledge this view? Let's see. Surah 10, verse number 90, 91 and 92. Chapter 10, 90, 91, 92. The example is given of Pharaoh, the Pharaoh of Egypt, a tyrant, a dictator, somebody who had enslaved the children of Israel. God Almighty commissioned Moses and asked him to deliver the message to them, to release the children of Israel from bondage. The Pharaoh persecuted them all his life. At the end he was drowned, the Quran mentions. While he was being drowned, he realized that what he had done all his life was wrong, and he acknowledged the Creator. He embraced Islam. He submitted. He said, I submit. What happened to him? We come to know. Surah 10 verse 90, I'm reading in Arabic and I'll translate it for you. وَجَاوَزْنَا بِبَنِي إِسْرَائِيلَ الْبَحْرَ فَأَطَبَّهُمْ فِرْعَوْنَ وَجُنُودُهُ بَغْيًا وَعَدْوًا. He took the children of Israel across the sea, and Pharaoh and his hosts followed them in insolence and in enmity. Hatta iza adrakahu al-gharq, until he realized of drowning. Qala, he said. While the Pharaoh realized that he's being drowned, he realizes something and he says, he acknowledges God. He says, قال آمنت أنه لا إله إلا الذي آمنت به بنو إسرائيل وأنا من المسلمين. He said, I believe that there is no God but the one in whom the children of Israel believe in, and I am of the submitters. At the last moment of his life, he says he believes in God, that the children of Israel believe in, and he is a submitter, he is a Muslim. The reply was given, Al-ana waqad asayta qablu wa kunta min al-mufsidin. What now? But a little while before you were in rebellion and you did mischief. فَالْيَوْمَ نُنَجِّيكَ بِبَدَنِكَ لِتَكُونَ لِمَنْ خَلْفَكَ آيَةً وَإِنَّا كَثِيرًا مِنَ النَّاسِ عَنْ آيَاتِنَا لَغَافِلُونَ. This day we shall preserve you in your body, that you may be a sign to those who come after you, and surely many among mankind are heedless of our signs. God Almighty gave him the reply. As an example, his body will be preserved. Maybe the pharaohs, the mummies that we have in the museum in London, maybe he's among one of them. Many modern day pharaohs, their bodies are also preserved. I may be wrong, perhaps Lenin is also mummified. Maybe the dictator of the North Korean sort of the country system that they had, I think I may be wrong, I have heard that his body was also preserved. Maybe Stalin is also preserved. So people who act in the manner of a tyrant and aggressor, actually these narratives in the Quran, they are not historical once upon a time stories only, they are embodiments of character, of right and wrong for all times. All the narratives in the book, they are ahistorical, they are not historical. If you behave in this way, you will get a certain resultant. So they are for us to take lessons. So the example is given to us that the Pharaoh, he acknowledged God at the last moment of his life as an example to those who come after him. His body was preserved to take lesson. In other words, you cannot agree to the will of God at the last moment of your life. You are not supposed to do that. The life that you are living, the full life, it has to be dedicated to serve God. This is the central teaching of Islam.